Welcome friends, so I am Divanshu Garg and in this video you will learn something new about HCF by using prime factorization. And once you understand the logic behind HCF, you need not to cram the rule. Okay, so let's start it. So first of all, we have to understand one thing about prime factorization. So as you know that in prime factorization, every composite number can be written as product of powers of prime. So let's say we have 15. So we can write 15 as 3 multiply 5. So here I want to discuss with you two words, composite and prime number. Composite number are those numbers which have more than two factors. Factor is a number which can divide another number completely. Like 2 is a factor of 4, 4 is a factor of 8, and 8 is a factor of 16 in this way. So composite number which have more than two factors. So 15. So if I talk about factors of 15, so 5, 3, 15 and 1. So 15 is a composite number. Another number is prime number. So prime number which have only two factors, let's say 2. So 2 is a prime number because the factor of 2 are the number 2 itself and 1. And other prime numbers are 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 in this way. So now I was talking about prime factorization. So let's say 12. So we can write 12 as a 2 multiply 3. So product of powers of prime. So we can write this expression as 2 raised to power 2 into 3, or this statement. Okay, so I want to explain you that if you have to find out all the factors from this factorization, we can find it out. One way to think it randomly. This is a small number 12, so anyone can say the factors of 12. But if you have bigger number, so you can find out all the factors of that big number by using that number's factorization. So let's learn it. So first of all, to find factors of 12, all factors of 12, what you need to do, you need to write all the different prime numbers. So we have 2 and 3. So 2 and 3, and you know that 2 and 3 are factors of 12. Now you have to make different combination of two numbers. Okay, the two numbers could be same, the two numbers could be different, but you have to make combination from this factorization only. So can we write 2 into 2, because in this factorization we have 2 multiply 2. So 2 into 4, 4, and 4 is a factor of 12. In the same way, 2 multiply 3, which is 6. So 6 is also a factor of 12. So now we cannot make any other combination of we cannot make any other combination of two numbers. So now the turn is now we have to make combination of three numbers. So which is 2 multiply 3. So which is 12. So 12 is a factor of 12 itself, and 1 is a factor of every number. So in this way you can find out all the factors of 12, okay, by using this factorization. Let's take one more example to understand it completely. Let's say 36. First of all, if we want to write its prime factorization, what is that? 3 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 2. Now I want to write all the factors of 36 by using this. So first of all, what is the first step? You have to write all the prime numbers. So 2 and 3. Okay, and 2 and 3 are factors of 36. Now you have to make different combination of two numbers. First of all, we have taken only one number over here. Now we have to make combination of two numbers. So 2 multiply 2, because we have 2 times 2 in this factorization, so which is 4. So we can write the 4 over here, and 4 is a factor of 36. We can make a combination of 3 multiply 3, which is 9. So 9 is a factor of 36. So 3 multiply 2, 6. So 6 is a factor of 36. Okay, in this way. So now we cannot make any other combination of two numbers. So now we have to make a combination of three numbers. So three numbers, and the combination should be different. 3 multiply 2 multiply 3, which is 18. So 18 is a factor of, let me write it over here, 36. Okay. So now another combination is 2 multiply 3. So which is 12. So 12 is a factor of 36. So can you make any other combination? So 3 2 3 2 2 3 3 3 2 2 3 3. So now we have to make a combination of four numbers. So we already have four numbers, and this is equal to 36. So 36 is itself is a factor of 36, and 1 is always there. So in this way, so why I am doing this? Because this will help you to understand HCF better. Okay, so let's start it now. Let's start with the HCF. So we have two numbers, 18 and 60, and we have to find out its factors, HCF. First of all, we have to write their prime factorization. So 18 is equal to 3 multiply 3 multiply 2. 60 is equal to 3 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 5, and we can write it in this way: 3 multiply 2 raised to power 2 multiply 5, and this is 3 raised to power 2 multiply 2. So now we have to find out HCF. So how can we do it? So according to the rule, we have to choose common factor of 18 and 60, and we have to find out common from these two factorization. One thing I forgot to tell you, that 3 and 2 are the prime factors of 18. Other than 3 and 2, for example, 7, 11, 13, we cannot say that 7, 11, 13 is a factor of 18, because 7, 11, 13 is not present in its prime factorization. Though in this case as well, only 2, 3, 5 are the prime factors of 60, not 7, 11, 13, 23, 29, because those numbers are not coming in its factorization. So now to find HCF, only 3 and 2 are common in both these factorization. 5 is not common, so we cannot say 5 is a common factor for these two. Now the rule says that we have to choose lowest power. So in this case, 2 raised to power 1 is the lowest power, and 3 raised to power 1 is the lowest power. So we have to write over here 3 raised to power 1 and 2 raised to power 1. Okay. So now the question comes, why lowest power? Why not highest power? So in case of 3, the highest power is 3 raised to power 2, which is 9. So now 9 is a factor of 18. Agree? But is 9 a factor of 60? No. Only 3 is a factor of 60, not 9. and we have to choose a common factor. So in case of 3, in both these cases, only 3, a single 3 can divide both these numbers. And so that's why we have to choose lowest power, which is 3 raised to power 1. In same case with the 2, so we have 2 raised to power 1 and 2 raised to power 2. If we choose 2 raised to power 2, which is 4 as a common factor, so we cannot do it, because 4 can only divide 60, 4 cannot divide 80. But 2 raised to power 1, which is 2, which is the lowest power, 2 can divide both these numbers, so we have to choose 2 as a common factor of these two numbers. Okay, now why we multiply these two numbers? Because we have to find out highest factor, and when you multiply 2 numbers or 3 numbers, your number becomes bigger. Okay, let's find out all the factors of 18 by using its factorization. Okay, so factors of 18. So first of all, we have to write all the different prime numbers, because these are factors as well of 18. Now we have to make a different combination of 2 numbers. So just wait. Different combination of 2 numbers by using this factorization only. So 3 multiply 3, which is 9, so 9 is a factor of 18. 3 multiply 2, which is 6, so 6 is a factor of 18. And we cannot find any other different combination. So now we have to take combination of 3 numbers, which is 18 itself. 3 numbers, 18 itself. So 18, and 1 is always there. So these are all factors of 18. Now for 60. First of all different prime numbers, which is 2, 3 and 5. Now different combination of 2 numbers. So 3 multiply 2, which is 6. So 6 is a factor of 60. 2 multiply 2, which is 4. 4 is a factor of 60. 2 multiply 5, which is 10. So 10 is a factor of 60. 3 multiply by 5, which is 15. So 15 is a factor of 60. Now we have to make combination of 3 numbers. Just wait. So 18 and 1. So now 3 numbers. So 3 multiply 2 multiply 2, which is 12. So 12 is a factor of 60. 2 multiply 2 multiply 5, which is 20. So 20 is a factor of 60. 3 multiply 2 multiply 5, which is 30. So 30 is a factor of 60. So do you find any other combination? 3 multiply 2, then 2 to 5, then 3 to 5. I think that is it. We cannot write any other different combination. So now we have to make a combination of 4 numbers, which is 60 itself. So 60 and 1 is always there. Now common factors. So 2 is common in both these numbers, 3 is common and 6 is common. And do you find any other common factor of 18 and 60? No. So 6. And how can we write 6? 3 multiply 2, 3 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 1, 3 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 1, which is 6. So 6 is the highest common factor of 18 and 60. So this is the logic behind HCF. You can do more practice by think in this way, and if you still have any doubt, you can mention in the comment box. And if you have any other doubt from any other topic, so that topic also you can mention also that topic in the comment box. Okay, so we will meet in the next video. So take care. Bye bye.